Hey guys, what's up? Bring me the boa. I'm out on another herping escapade, but as you can see, there's a blue centipede right here. I'm trying to not get bit by it, but I'm trying to give you some shot. Dang it, come back here. Oh, there it goes. It was a blue tinted centipede. Really pretty, not all that common from what I've heard from some people, but we're just out here looking for snakes and stuff, hoping to find something. That was the first real cool thing of note that we've seen so far. My mom flipped a piece of wood and that blue centipede was hiding under there. I'll update you guys if we find anything else. Well guys, we finally found our first reptile of the day. It's just a lizard, a fence lizard of some kind it looks like. But it's just underneath one of these rocks. I got lucky. Hopefully we'll find some more stuff, but seems to be not a whole lot out. But we'll still do some road cruising at some point while we're down here in southeast Arizona. Hopefully we'll find something, but just take a look at this environment. It's actually really cool. Normally I'm not one to get too sentimental on environmental types, I guess. The only other time that I've gotten this enjoyed by an environment type was when I was in Florida in the Pine Barrens. So, little lizard bit me and then let go. Wonder, he has some green on him. It looks like, I can't tell. Oh, there he goes into some rocks. But yeah, hopefully we'll see some cool stuff. If not, the scenery's good enough for me. And if we don't find a whole lot, I'll just post a bunch of footage of scenery just so you guys can see this cool habitat. So I know that most of my channel is actually on reptiles, but invertebrates do hold a place in my heart. And there's this really cool jumping spider. I barely saw him. I'm zooming in on him right now. It's kind of distorting the video, but that's him in the center of the screen. He blends in with the sand so well and on the rock that I almost didn't see him. I saw something move out of the corner of my eye while I was moving some more rocks. And I'm going to try to see if I can identify him. This is footage just because a lot of the smaller things that are invertebrates kind of get looked over sometimes. And so who knows, maybe I'll get lucky and find a new species someday. Alright, back to moving rocks. So it's something interesting I noticed as we were walking on the trail. It looks like these are snake tracks. There's some right here. I was looking at the sand because I really like the sand. And I'm probably, when I finish one of my Gatorades, I'm probably going to fill the bottle up with it for if I ever find a hog nose. So that way I'll have some a very naturalistic setup. And I'm doing my best to not disturb the tracks. But there's some more tracks right here and it looks like a scuffle happened. So it looks like maybe a snake got eaten by a bird, it looks like. Because there's no tracks between there and here, which would have been the final struggle and the initial struggle there. So the sand might actually end up being our ally in this case. We might be able to use it to track because there's a lot of sand off that way. So hopefully we can use it to our advantage and maybe be able to track something back to where it's hiding and see something cool. Keep you guys updated on more stuff though. Just thought that'd be interesting for some of you. See where some snake tracks and see how I sometimes will try to track things. I've also been getting this whiff of a snake. But again, I don't know how close it is because the wind's carrying the smell. So I might find it, I might not. Who knows? But I'll keep you guys updated again if we find anything else or if I see anything that I think you guys will find interesting. But we decided to stop at the Chiricahua National Monument. So we're in the Chiricahua Mountains right now. And that's a pretty far fall. We're pretty high up. Can't really get it. I'll try to see if I can. But yeah, this is a cool trail. Just don't like the drop. Kind of found out that drops scare me because I looked out the car window and immediately it was like, oof. But let's see if I can get it. There's snow still over here on these mountains. Yeah, you can see it off in the distance. There's some snow on there. But yeah, we're pretty high up. This trail goes up to 73,000 feet. So this is going to be interesting. I don't think we're going to go all the way up, but there's like a little ranger station at the top there that we saw. But we're going somewhere where we heard there were rattlesnakes, but it's not up here, it's actually below us. So I'll update you guys if we find anything. Just thought the scenery would be nice, because this video is probably going to be relatively unproductive in quotes in terms of reptiles, unless we end up stumbling across something later. But at the moment it's been unproductive in quotes. We did get to see some axanthic colored lizards. I almost caught a rabbit, but I didn't get that on film. I know I said I'd update you guys when we found something, but it's just really pretty. So there's way out there. Over there. Wow, there's something really distorting my video, it looks like, on my end. I'll see if it ends up transferring over to the actual video footage. Now, these rocks are just really pretty with the lichen. Yeah, you're already starting to feel like the difference in oxygen content in the air because of how thin it's already starting to get. But these rocks are just kind of weird. Like cool weird. But they're all just kind of like that. Little standing spires that are like perfectly balanced. But they just give me the creeps because it's like, what if one of them topples over? But yeah, it's really pretty. So I just thought I'd show some more of it. And then, you know, this is just what the trail looks like. Just a bunch of rocks. Some trees and stuff growing out of here. I can understand how people find snakes on things like this, because there's just a lot of rock face. Great for basking, great for cooling off. But there's only a handful of montane species we'd be able to find in this particular mountain range from what I've been able to read. Just more of a scenery update. We're a lot lower down here now. Hoping to see something interesting out here. We asked one of the people at the visitor center here at the National Monument if there was any sort of snake sightings recently, and they said that there was a Sonoran mountain king found out here. So hopefully we'll see something interesting. We're currently herping around a creek down there, and I know from my experiences in Payson, I'm looking around there, that's where a lot of the Sonoran kings like to go, as well as some of the garter snakes. So I'm hoping to maybe find something interesting around this. I'll update you guys again if there's another scenery change or if we find something. Just thought this was kind of pretty. It's very foresty. Haven't really had any videos in a biome like this yet, so thought I'd show you guys all the stuff. It's also kind of rocky as well, so hopefully we might get a chance to see the banded rock rattlesnake, which is a snake that's protected in the state of Arizona. But they are just a beautiful species, and are yet another reason why I'm starting to become very fond of rattlesnakes and snakes in general. But and one of the reasons why I'm hoping someday to own a rattlesnake. But this is like a good type of environment to find snakes in general in, as well as other reptiles and potentially amphibians. But now that I'm to this rocky outcropping, I'm going to start looking, so I'm going to put the phone away, so that way I have both hands to work with in case we find anything. I also didn't bring bags or a snake hook, so that probably means I'm going to find something that I was hoping to find, because I don't have anything to capture it with. So, but oh well. It's just a really neat place to be hiking to, especially the mountains. It looks like it's fractured into cubes, kind of like in Minecraft. So hopefully we see something cool. I'll update you guys if we find any invertebrates or reptiles or amphibians that are interesting.